Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals of Division 2 here between DSEA and Expansion Academy. A clash coming up here. Of course, we want to say GG's to Snakebite and Ascension for last game. Snakebite getting in the third place of Division 2 and Ascension in fourth place in Division 2 as well. So, we have a big series coming up here, the best series of Division 2, the best teams of Division 2. Expansion Academy and DSEA. So let's go to the predictions. Savi, what do you think of this series?
I think after the performance that Expansion put on earlier today, they had a fantastic offensive showing, and I think if they keep that up, they're going to be on top today. DSEA, though, they proved that they were struggling a little bit when it came down to those high-pressure situations against Ascension. So I feel like Expansion's first is going to counter those quite nicely. And Expansion are going to take this 4-2.
All right. It's a really hard decision here between Expansion and DSEA. I would say that it's going to a Game 7. And I would say that Expansion will take it as well, just because they looked really strong in Division 2, and DSEA is sometimes struggling in league play and just struggling sometimes in the last couple of games as well. So I think we're all set to go. So you can leave in the chat what's your prediction of this game. Expansion Academy, between Expansion Academy and DSEA, the top series of Division 2. And I think we're all ready to go. Everyone's in the game, and I think it's going to be a great series. Let's begin with the Division 2 Grand Finals between Expansion Academy and DSEA. It's going to be a great series, I think. As you see, Frozen Cookie, Alien Hunter, and Marinus on the DSEA side, and Ferrix, Hype, the old Ascension player, and Creed on the Expansion Academy side. It's going to be a center here. Ferrix can get a clear on that. Hype pops it up. Marinus instantly challenging that. Both players from Expansion there on the wall. Alien Hunter. That's quite unfortunate, but it's just not a goal for DSEA. DSEA tries to send it. Marinus just getting pushed there. It's a bit of a messy game so far. Bombs, double commits. But there we see Creed here going up for the air dribble. Marinus gets it to the left side of the field. Can't read again, offense here. Ferrix says less men, gets it to the right side of the field, goes to the corner, Frozen Cookie there to intercept the pass. Goes to the backboard, but Marinus is just there to clear the ball. And we see Marinus getting up again. No one really challenging that from Expansion. Creed getting challenged by Alien Hunter, but he just tries to pass the ball, it looks like. Ferrix gets the ball up. Hype there for Expansion Academy, and it's going to be an own goal. It's going to be the first goal for Expansion Academy after 1.5 minutes, one of Expansion.
Yeah, it's a good shot there from Hype to get the angle, but it's really unfortunate from Hillian there, who accidentally seen a couple own goals today, but that's really unfortunate from Hillian, and Expansion are going to thank their lucky stars that they go 1-0 up in this series.
Yeah, lucky there by Alien. You just have to forget that and continue with the series. It's only game 1, everything to play for still. Creed tries to get to the center of the field. Goes up, double commit there, but Luckily for expansion, they get the clear there. Alien challenging that, goes to the wall. Ferrix pops it into Marinus. Creed there from the back row can get an easy clear. As we see, it's going up. Ferrix is there earlier than the DSEA player. Marinus gets up. And you see DSEA tries to offend now. Creed can't really get a clear, that could be dangerous, but Ferrix is there on the back row to clear the ball for Expansion Academy. Maybe they can counter here. Creed is there, and it just doesn't go in. It goes on the post. Unlucky for Expansion Academy, but DSEA there here in the counter. Hype is there from the back row to clear it. Marinus centers it. Creed is up without boost, but he still managed to clear it. You see the ball going towards the goal. It isn't in though. Frozen Cookie takes control first, challenging him immediately. Hype centers it. Creed is there. Hype passed it to Ferrix. Saw the ball away from his own teammate, it looked like. Frozen Cookie challenging that. 50-50 was up there. He didn't want it, takes it up to the wall. Ferrix tries to clear it, doesn't really happen. No one really from the DSEA there. Missed there. Ferrix gets a big clear up. Ferrix tries to get again, it goes wide. There was still a defender of the DSEA there, in case the ball went in. And that's quite unlucky. I thought he might be able to save it, but Creed is there to get a second for Expansion Academy.
Yeah, what a dunk from Creed there, reading Hillian so perfectly, just to absolutely ruin his chances of clearing it, and that's really quite something from Creed, who's going to pick up the goal for it.
Yeah, exactly. With 1 minute and 40 seconds remain, we Expansion Academy, as expected, a bit of dominant side here. Yeah, more shots as well. It's not really much pressure, but they're going good with their chances. They finishing their chances, their offenses. Creed going up there. Challenging the alien is there to clear the ball for DSEA. Can he get it again? Yes, he can get it again. That's Frozen Cookie with the open net, and that's a good save. What a save there by Creed.
Wow.
Big save by Creed. Oh my. And there's still the goal. Unlucky for expansion, but what a save that was by Creed. Maybe it's still now, it's not phase 1 the replay, but Hillian double commit there. That's unlucky for expansion, but 2-1.
DSEA showing their relentlessness with the follow-up there on the touch, so they're definitely showing they've got the quality to shut out expansion where perhaps Snakebite would have struggled.
Yeah. So DSEA trying to get back into the game with 1 minute to remain. They really need to make a goal if they wanna survive this game on. I mean, still a lot of games to be played, but you just don't want to lose your first game. It's always gives a bit of a bad mood, I know. Frozen Cookie there with a shot, goes towards the goal, but Creed is there again. Hitting Hunter. And that's quite an awkward spot there for the Expansion Academy defense.
Yeah, it looks like Hype pushed up a little bit too far. They're expecting the touch and then just wasn't ready for that shot to come in. I think he thought Hype maybe had the recovery there, but probably had to just go and rush rail, though he wasn't quite in position for it. Very unlucky from expansion.
Yeah, DSEA bounced back after the 2-0, not a lose yet, but it's all tied up now. So they were 2-0 behind, now it's 2-1, 2-0. 30 seconds remain. Frozen Cookie tries to get control, gets bumped a bit. Hype misses the ball, but Ferrix is there to get a shot. 3 players from the DSEA there to clear the ball. Creed can get the ball, but only pops it down. Frozen Cookie instantly challenges, missed the ball. It's unlucky for him. Going to the side of Expansion Academy. Hillian gets to the center for the DSEA. Maybe they can get the last offense there. It doesn't really look like. Maybe offensive for expansion here. Marine is there from the back wall. Goes to the center. And that's going to be overtime. 2-0 here in game 1. Tight series. We saw expansion really starting the game well, but DSEA bounced back. Of course, a good game. We saw a good save there by Creed. But it looked like a very dangerous offense here by DSEA, or by expansion, I mean. Creed. They just couldn't find the net, and DSEA is still alive. It looked like the DSEA players, or expansion players, bumped each other a bit. It's, Hype and Creed just bumping each other there. Not really what you want in a game on overtime. As we see the ball going to the wall. Creed tries to pinch it. Marinas has to turn, gets the ball earlier than Creed. Hype has no boost to go for there. Marinas steals the boost, which makes Hype still has no boost. Let's see. No, you mean the DSEA, they have a bit of offense, but every time they aren't really there to back up their own players. If a chance is created, then yeah, there's the goal for Creed. It's 3-2 for expansion, and they won this game.
Yeah, we saw that exact link up quite a few times in the first series that expansion played. Hype off the backboard, Creed to follow up, and it's the classic sort of expansion duo.
Yeah, and that's what DSA is really missing here. The follow-ups, and yeah, that's what they need to do better in next games. But for now, expansion is 3-2 over DSEA. And we're back in game 2. Expansion Academy won the first game over DSEA with, was it 3-1, 3-2? Yeah, of course we saw the big save by Creed, really good save there. He gets demoed there by Marinas, missed there by Hype. Pretty unfortunate. Frozen Cookie can get the ball. Ferrix with the clear. Man back there for Marinas, and Ferrix gets it up the wall. Ball just goes up. Alien Hunter can do a solo play, but easy save there for Hype. Just throws a cookie from the wall. Both expansion players in the goal. Goes to the left side. See both players going up, both players missing. Ferrix is there, Frozen Cookie is there, Frozen Cookie wins the challenge there. Hype is up. Gets it earlier. Ferrix tries to challenge Marinas is earlier. Just making a shot on goal, so you really couldn't find a net. Marinas is up, no one from expansion there is going up, and expansion just goes out without go against them. Ferrix gets it to the wall, so Marinas challenges him. Alien is there for the follow-up, Hype gets a clear on it. Frozen Cookie, good challenge, good speed there. Alien Hunter just couldn't get a redirect. Create a Frozen Cookie with a 50-50. That's unfortunate for DSEA, but they still can get the clear there. Creed with the clear. Should be an easy clear for Marinas. This is Frozen Cookie again already. Goes up the wall. Alien Hunter. And it just goes past the defender, but just not past Creed. Again, Creed with an important save. And still a goalless game yet, after nearly 2 minutes played. Marinas there with a hit, no from expansion there, which leaves time for Frozen Cookie. Tries to get a pinch. Works for him. Hype has time now. Gets challenged by Frozen Cookie. As we see, the ball is going to the middle. DSEA tries to get an offense here, and he finds a net. Good air dribble, and 1-0 for DSEA.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Frozen Cookie there. Pops it up quite nicely, and then Hype isn't quite ready for the second touch. And there's no way he can really challenge that as last man. Doesn't really have the support that he needs from his teammates there. And DSEA looking strong in game 2.
Yeah, Hype was a bit too late in that challenge, and yeah, Frozen Cookie can easily, well, not easily, but good goal. Good score that. And they are 1-0 up. Nearly half time played. And DSA looking strong this game. really much shots, 7 shots of DSEA against only 1 of expansion. 6 saves already for expansion. They're really under a lot of pressure here. Again, offense for DSEA. Right, can get it from the back wall. Clears it to Creed. Creed can from his own wall, from his side wall. Tries to air dribble it. 3 players from DSEA in the goal. This leaves an open space there in the goal. Ferris, can he get it again? Yes, he. With his triple commit by DSEA, and it's 1-0 now.
Yeah, it was a good finish from Ferrex there. Can't quite find the first aerial shot, but he takes his time and has the composure not to miss the open net. Hype there, rushing in, not having the trust in Ferrex that he should have, but it doesn't matter too much. The expansion are now tied up, 1-1.
Yeah, a good bounce back from expansion after they conceded their goal, which is under the pressure of DSEA, but it looked like they're getting back into this game 2. Of course, DSEA is still down 1 game. It's a Creed getting a ball high up. Missed there, but Creed just can't find the target. Right there with a shot. Marines is there as backman. Creed gets to the wall. Elinante is instantly there to push it. Eric pushes it up. Goes to the offensive side. Creed bounces up. Hype is up, but can't really get a shot in. Creed Marines block the ball. Frozen Cookie there with a clear shot. Hype there with an important save for expansion. Ferrex there tries to send it. Backflip by Hype, and it's going to be a clear for Elinante. Creed is up for that ball, and that's a good read actually. Very good goal by Creed in expansion.
Yeah, it's a great goal by Creed there. He's up so early on the read there, gets it perfectly off the backboard into the crossbar, and the placement can't get much better than that, and DSEA find themselves a goal down once again with only a minute left to equalise. Yeah,
very clean goal here by Creed. Jumped off so early, and yeah, well timed to just hit it on goal. Expansion Academy really bounced back from the 1-0. And we see the ball going to the side of expansion here. They just have more pressure now than the beginning of the game, resulting in 2 goals for expansion. But here 2-2. It's a bit lucky. It looked like Marines did a challenge, but yeah, 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's a great dunk, although it looks pretty careless from Ferrex there, who doesn't really see Marinus coming in and just kind of hits it straight into him. But DSEA won't complain now that they're back on level footing. It's 2-2.
Yeah, 42 seconds remain, almost the end of this game too, but we're seeing a 2-2 game here. Much more even game than game 1, where Expansion Academy just pressured DSEA very much. As we see, saved there by Marines. Still pressure on, pressure going for Expansion. No one really from Expansion challenging that Creed there with a shot. Elinante save. 50 seconds to go, they really are under pressure now. And again, the pressure coming in. Defenders there from DSEA trying to clear the ball. Hype gets it again across. And then a shot from Creed, just can't find the target. And that's going to be a miss. It's 2-0, it's overtime in game 2. And yeah, very even game. We see Hype going up for that save here. It's going to be dangerous offense there for DSEA. Frozen Cookies there with a big clear, and that might be a goal. Actually, not just wide, but still, the defender of Expansion Academy missed. Pressure going in from DSEA. They really can't find the target. He tries to get a ball out. Frozen Cookies instantly there to challenge the ball. Ferrex gets it up the wall. Elinante challenges him. And it's a really eventful overtime here. Much shots coming in, much pressure. It's going up here. Santos, Frozen Cookie just misses the ball. Elinante decides to just not go for it. As last man. Hype challenges it. Marines can get the clear there. As the DSEA players are pretty close to each other, it's not a really good thing. Ferrex tries to aggro it, getting beat. Not beat, challenged by Frozen Cookie. As you see Elinante there. Marines gets the save, he clears it. So 1 minute in overtime. Nerve-wracking overtime with so much pressure from both teams. Really good overtime to watch. Arenas with a shot there, with 3 players from expansion back. You see Marinas is weighing on the wall, and that's a well decision by him. Good decision. See Elinante with a shot. Hype is back with the whole flip. It looked like it was an obvious situation, but I just can't find the save there. Marinas challenging that. Goes center. Frozen Cookie against Hype, getting beat by Frozen Cookie. You see the ball going up. 2 minutes in overtime now. Yeah, so much shots this game as well. Really good game to watch. This Expansion Academy to create an offense again. DSEA defenders there just in time and place to clear the ball. Pins there from Creed going to the back wall of DSEA. Helianante is there to clear the ball for DSEA. Creed is there with a clear shot, and that's probably a goal. Good demo as well, and it's going to be 3-2 for Expansion Academy.
Yeah, that looked really awkward from Creed there. He goes in for the massive air roll, which baits Frozen Cookie into thinking he's going to go for the left-hand side of the net by the looks of things, and then he actually goes to the right. Very smart shot there from Creed. Once again, today he's been scoring all of the goals for Expansion pretty much, and doing it again in a big stake situation.
And we're back in game as Expansion Academy won their both 2 games. We're now in game 3. So DSEA really have to get this all together, because you don't wanna let them make the 3rd win. And it's always a situation there that doesn't go in though. Creed can't get the ball. Hype. Creed and Hype both on the back wall. Still managed to. It was a good demo by Marinas, but still a man back from Expansion Academy. Nante goes up for the ball. Ferrex also goes up. Frozen Cookie also. Right, centers it to Creed. Creed, can he find the net? Yes, he can find net. Good goal there. 1-0 again for Expansion Academy.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those infield passes coming out from Expansion all day, and Hype with the hop up into middle. DSEA aren't ready for it. Creed with a pretty close touch. He almost makes the save, but it's not enough from him. 1-0 to Expansion again early on.
Yeah, as you're seeing, we're in game 3 now. They're 2-0 up already, and it doesn't really look good for DSEA this match. This series, they really have to bounce back. There's a good offense there. Marinas just couldn't find the net. Marinas there with no boost anymore. Elinante helps him there. Marinas can find the clear. Hype there to challenge him. Open space there in the corner. Hype can challenge it without boost though. Dribbles past 2 defenders, but can't dribble past the last one. Shot coming in, but that's an easy save for Ferrex. Elinante. Hype is there from the back wall. And Marine is there in his own corner. Takes it up. No one really from DSEA there, so just Hype gets the clear. Great go. He's going on the left side of the field, tries to send it. Elinante is there to block the goal, to block the ball. As we see Creed, bit damage coming on here. nothing really special. Frozen Cookie. Good redirect there by Marinus. Hype is back. Takes it easy there to the left wall. Marinus is there. Instantly to challenge it. Creed misses the backboard. And there's Helinante. Creed just in his landing saved the ball. Going to the backboard. A few misses there, but Expansion Academy still managed to clear the ball. As you see, it's going to Creed here. Creed goes to Hype. Can you get a hit on that? Yeah, a bit awkward one. Creed is there still. And Helinante just tried to clear. Creed is there with the shot. As you see, just Expansion just good with his chances. Accurate. And DSEA, they have chances, but they can't really finish their chances. As you hear, good backboard read by Ferrex. Hype with an awkward shot there. Marinus gets the ball down, and that's 1-0. That's a good shot there by Marinus. It's 1-0.
Although it's pretty poor defensive rotation there from the Expansion side. Ferrex taking too long on the wall, and Creed isn't going to be ready for it. Hype taking a bit of time to get back as well. Kind of awkward between them, but DSEA I'm sure won't complain about that one. It's 1-1.
Yeah, with more than 2 minutes to play, it's 1-1. DSEA really have to win this game, because otherwise they will be 3-0 down. They have to win 4 in a row to concede themselves as champions of Division 2. But it's not all over yet. It's still 1-1, and DSEA still have a lot of chance to win this game. See Frozen Cookies trying to get past Creed. Creed is bumping off Frozen Cookie. Creed with a challenge. Ferrex bumps him. Hype up with that shot. A miss there by Frozen Cookie. Could have been dangerous for DSEA. But Marinus is there. His own goal. Challenge there by Hype. Goes to the other side of the field. Helinante is there to take the ball. Yeah, the time is ticking now for both teams, especially for DSEA, because they really don't want to lose this game. You see a good passing play here, good save there by Helinante, but good offense there for Expansion. You see DSEA trying to push up a bit more, which leads to a bit defensive mistakes here, and that's Hype with a 2-1 here with 57 seconds to go.
Yeah, we've just seen two really nice plays between Creed and Hype, the two offensive powerhouses in this game. We saw a little passing play they couldn't quite convert, but now Hype makes it 2-1. It's looking good for Expansion.
Yeah, looking good for Expansion, and DSEA just push up in that goal, which leads to, yeah, they're losing now. 50 seconds to go. They have to, this upcoming minute, they really have to pressure Expansion, otherwise they will be 3-0 down. They really don't want to have that. So you go to game 4 then. I'm going up for the hit. Beats the DSEA defender. As I gets hit on that. Probably can find a hit. Another hit. But there from the back wall, Helinante. Frozen Cookie for the shot. It's really powerful. That's an easy clear for Ferrex. As Marinus is there. Marinus might beat Creed. No, he doesn't. Creed that fast in the air. Helinante gets it to the right side of the field. Only 10 seconds to go. And really looks like it's gonna be a really hard task for DSEA. As you see a shot coming on in, and it's 2-0. A late equalizer there from DSEA. And that's going to be, with 4 seconds remain, 2-0.
Yeah, Marinus there finding the touch there after Hype whiffed on the backboard. Quite unfortunate for him, but with 4 seconds left, it's looking like we're going to have an overtime on our hands.
Yeah, 4 seconds to go. Still, if they make a kick-off goal, everything can happen, but it doesn't really look like. Going to the back wall. People going up for that. And, you know, it's going to the goal of DSEA, but not really in the goal. So it's going to be overtime. Much pressure on both teams. Actually in game 3 with the overtime, Marinus can find a clear that to his own corner. Creed there with a good challenge going to center. Ferrex is there to challenge. Be another W for Expansion Academy. It's going to be 3-2.
Yeah, that's a great finish there from Ferrex. DSEA looking really shaky defensively in overtime. Creed asking for another server reset as well, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
what we're going to do about this.
As we see, just three consecutive victories for Expansion Academy. Really well played. Expansion at 3-0 up now. Only need one more game to go. So let's see what game 4 will bring. We're in game 4 only, but it's already game point, series point for Expansion Academy as a 3-0 up in best out of 7. Hype going up for this hit. And of course DSEA really under pressure here. They really can't lose this game, otherwise they'll just end up in second place and Expansion will take the victory of Division 2. You see Hidden Hunter going up for this. Early goal here for Hidden Hunter for DSEA and it's 1-0.
Yeah, so cheeky from Hidden Hunter. It looks like he goes up so early for the read, doesn't quite get it, but then he manages to recover really nicely there. Flip it under the defenders who just weren't ready for him being there. 1-0 to DSEA. Yeah.
Quick attack there after the kickoff, 70 seconds only, and it's already 1-0 up for DSEA. Great challenging that, getting bumped up by Hidden Hunter. I demoed Hidden Hunter, so gives Ferrix a bit of space. Goes up to the back row, Marinus is there just in time to clear the ball for DSEA. Missed by Hidden Hunter, which was like a fake. Creeds are getting bumped. Defenders out of position there, and that's going to be the second goal of DSEA. Well played there by DSEA.
Yeah, such a high risk, high reward thing to go for Frozen Cookie. Gets the double tap really nicely though. Works out quite well. He did commit his third man, but he gets away with it really nicely with that double tap. So DSEA looking really strong here in game 4.
Yeah, exactly. Only 40 seconds played and we see them playing much better already. Much better offenses. They just more clinical than last games. And yeah. They have to do a lot to get this reverse sweep and to end up in first place for the season. But, you know, looking how they played in this first minute, I think they're capable of doing it. Obviously a bit misses there. I mean, Expansion shouldn't be too confident of the series here, because, you know, I'm just gonna play worse. You're gonna lose games. Just see DSEA in the pressure again. Flake there getting saved by Ferrix. See Ferrix get a shot in. Hidden Hunter is there as a last man for DSEA. Going to the back row. Awkward for Hype. Creed is just there in time. Also Cookie can get a ball. Hidden Hunter tries to redirect it. Goes wide. As Creed tries to get an offense in. Well done by Creed. And then it's an open net there. Very well done by Creed. And let's go. Expansion. Very finish that open net.
Yeah, it's a really smart 50 from Creed. Baits in Hillian, and Cookie looks like he trusts Hillian a bit too much there to get a good 50. And Ferrix ready to pounce on the ball, pretty loose in the midfield. So again, Expansion looking really strong on the offense, and only 2-1 now.
Yeah, exactly. The shout out to Creed for doing the offensive block. It looked like 50-50. It's really helpful to make them score a goal. Frozen Cookie here though. Double commit. But Ferrix looks like he can still clear the ball. Hidden Hunter goes up the wall. Getting challenged by Creed. Frozen Cookie gets up to the back wall. Ferrix looked like he could get bumped. It would be open net then for DSEA, but it didn't really happen. 1-for-1 situation there. between Creed and Frozen Cookie, won by Frozen Cookie. As you see, Alien Hunter here. Going for the ball. Clear there. Alien Hunter again going for the ball, and that's the third for DSEA. Well played there, and it's the third for DSEA.
Yeah, it's a really nice bit of rotation there from Alien Hunter. He realises that he can get a little cut in there to find the shot, and he does perform it really nicely. Into the bottom corner, perfect placement as well. And DSEA looking really strong again, 3-1.
Yeah, they picked themselves up after the last 3 games. And in game 4 they really don't want to lose it. They really don't want to lose the title of Division 2. It's expansion, they have a game point, this best out of 7. Frozen Cookie. Bit awkward situation that Alien Hunter without boost just could make it. Was an awkward situation. Marinus pops it up. Frozen Cookie. And DSA should have a bit of time, quick challenging, but can't really make that. Goes over the bar. Varric stays on top of the goal to clear the ball. Creed tries to getting the backboard there. Varric with a shot, and it goes past the 2 defenders of DSEA, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, it's a really great pass there from Creed, gets the nice read. Just high enough to let Varric beat Hilly into the ball. And it's really good placement there, although you have to say DSEA's little positional defensive positioning wasn't good enough there and didn't allow them to reach that as they went back post, so quite fortunate there for expansion.
Yeah, exactly, and there's a quick goal already. Yeah, after the kickoff, 4-2, unlucky for Expansion Academy.
That is so dirty from Hilly. He could even take the open net if he wanted to, but he mind games Varric there.
Yeah, really good fake there. Really good fake by Alien Hunter.
You love to see it from Hillian.
Yeah, and he's amazing. Two goals up now. There only 1.5 minutes remain. As you see, it goes to the side of DSEA. Getting a clear Varric there with time. Getting challenged by Frozen Cookie. Marinus is up already. Can he get a 5th? No, he just gets on the crossbar. Frozen Cookie up again. It's a bit up, and yeah, that's in. 5th goal for DSEA. Good pressure there, and 5th goal for them.
Yeah, I have to say DSEA's offensive rotation has been fantastic. They've been following up the touches really nicely, and Creed, maybe he thought it was crossbar, I'm not quite sure, but maybe he just can't get there, but it's just over him, and DSEA looking with a stranglehold on game 4.
Yeah, it looked like DSEA just really picked itself up together, getting this game. But it's not over yet. In 1 minute they can still score 3 goals. As you see here, Hype scores the 3rd for Expansion. They're trying to bounce back.
Yeah, great dunk there. He gets the touch. It looks like he's going to go high with it. I think that's what Ernest was expecting, and so when he goes low he's not quite ready for it. Hype with a great dunk as well. To try and get this comeback going.
Yeah, with 1 minute to remain, Expansion needs to keep the pressure up and don't concede any goals from DSEA. Good demo there. He does have boost to follow it up. Frozen Cookie clears it. Varric's helping. As we see, DSEA with possession here. Going to the other side of the field. Creed without boost trying to challenge. Leaves the ball for Creed. There's Hype. Challenges it. Varric is up for that. Marinus is getting beat on the wall. Frozen Cookie can get it easy clear. With only 30 seconds to go, Expansion need to score twice now if they want to clean sweep DSEA. So we're seeing still a bit of a pressure of DSEA. It doesn't really look like it's going to be the game for Expansion Academy. Well, we're seeing a shot here. As you see, Hype going up, Creed going up for that. Can't really find the net. And it's going to be a 5-3 win for DSA. Well played by DSA this match after they lost 3 times in a row. And we're going to game 5. So we're in game 5 now. DSEA survived last game as with 5-3. So no clean sweep for Expansion Academy, and maybe even a reverse sweep for DSEA. But that's what we're gonna see in the next couple of games. Maybe this will be the last game, even if Expansion wins this. They've the win in their hand. If they just win, then it's series over and they won this one division. I really feel like they can't lose anymore. Marinus is up for the ball. Ferrex is awkward there. Creed can help him get the clear. Creed gets it over Hilly Hunter. Marinus is there but can't find the save. Good goal there by Creed.
Yeah, a bit of a solo play, gets a nice 50 and then just pops it over Hilly, and third defender isn't anywhere to be found. Marinus can't quite get back in time, and Expansion trying to finish off this series in game 5 here.
Yeah, after 40 seconds it's already 1-0 here for Expansion Academy. Really popping off the series. As you see a kick-off goal here by Frozen Cookie. DSEA instantly bounced back and 1-0 already.
Yeah, it's a really strong kick-off, and I think Expansion really getting punished here by the double boost grab on the kick-off. Not a strategy that I'd personally recommend, but they do get punished for it there.
Yeah, exactly. As it goes in favor of DSEA again, this kick-off. Marinus tries to get a center, Creed from the back over and clear that. Goes Cookie. Goes to Marinus. Marinus goes on the back wall, a bit too high for him. Maybe Frozen Cookie can get on the hit. He can and gets past the defenders of Expansion Academy. And it's 2-1 already.
Yeah, Ferrex looking a little bit too passive here in the net. He sits quite back really far, and even though Creed's covering the front post, he then doesn't go and react and cover the far post. And DSEA taking advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly. Only 1 minute in and we already have 3 goals in this match. Going to be a really good match, it looks like. Expansion, there's 1 win away from the Division 2 crown. But it's not over yet. DSEA battling to find themselves getting 3 wins in a row. Just they need that. But for now, this game, it looked pretty strong. They are 2-1 up after more than a minute played. Okay, situation there, Hidden Hunter, damage Creed. Frozen Cookie can get it clear. Another damage from Hillian. It goes up, not really a good hit there from DSEA. Clear can be made though. Looked like by 3 players with DSEA. As Ferrex can get it from his own corner. Creed smashes the ball up to Ferrex. He can get a hit on it. Creed gets it into the center for Hype, leaves an open space for him, open net for him, and it will be 2-all.
Yeah, it's great play from Creed and Ferrex there to get it past the defenders, and a little bit of a double commit. Frozen Cookie refusing to be passive there, and Hype punishes him for his over aggressiveness. Maybe he was trying to get the counter attack going, but Hype punishes regardless. Yeah,
exactly. It was a good challenge there by Creed. Kept him going and left an open space there for the Expansion side. You see DSEA battling a bit, struggling in defense. There's pressure coming on here from Expansion. Now they're trying to get back to the goal. Hidden tries the demo. Can't really find Ferrex. You see Ferrex going up for that. Goes to the right side, but no one from Expansion really there. Ferrex tries to follow it up. Then you see both players missing on the ball. Ferrex tries to keep on battling without boost. Creed is there. Pass it to Hidden Hunter, which makes him a clear shot, but Hype is there. Has boost to go for the double, but just gets denied by the DSEA player. Ferrex tries to go for the ceiling. Gets bumped a bit, but he still can find a hit on that. Tries to center. Open situation there, 3 players of DSEA in defense. As you see Frozen Cookie with an easy clear. Hidden Hunter. Going to the side of DSEA again. They're really under pressure here, and that's not what I want if Expansion is on game point. Frozen Cookie trying to get DSEA out of the pressure. No one really from DSEA following that. Now Hidden Hunter is coming in. As Marinus is a bit too much pushed up, it looked like. There was no one really from DSEA rotating back yet. Ferrex misses the ball, Creed instantly there. Marinus missed, Frozen Cookie can get it, pops it up. Hidden Hunter up as well, tries to dunk it down. Couldn't really get a dunk. as Creed has much space. Gets over Frozen Cookie. Ferrex going up for that. No one really from expansion in the center of the field. And you can't just feel the nerves of DSEA. They really can't concede a goal because then they are in much trouble. But it's trying to find the goal here. 1 minute remain. They can't find the net, it's still 2-all. So that's a good double jump there by Creed. Just goes on the crossbar. Ferrex trying to challenge, loses the challenge, Frozen Cookie. Hitting Hunter. Ferrex is back. This is to the wall. Can't find a double hit on that. As Frozen Cookie just pushes it up. Creed gets a clear in that. Ferrex gets a shot, and it's an all open space, and that's a really good goal by Ferrex. Good open space, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, that could be the goal that takes Ferrex and his team, Expansion Academy, through to the champions of Division 2 there. A little bit of a defensive lapse in the rotation from DSEA, but a very quick to punish Ferrex there, taking the lead for Expansion.
Yeah, with only 30 seconds to go, it's a really hard task for DSEA. They have to put everything together now to have a chance of making Div 2 champions, because it really looks like Expansion is going to take this game. As we're in the last 10 seconds, maybe the last 10 seconds of Division 2 of the season. As we see Ferrex going up there, Frozen Cookie for you, going up. And a shot from Hitting Hunter. Marine is going up for that, but Ferrex is definitely just from the back wall and it's going to drop down. Winner is Expansion, and it will be Expansion who is taking the crown of Division 2 with the DSEA in second place. Really well played by Expansion, and they take this series with 4-1.
Yeah, commiseration to DSEA. We will see them in Division 1 next season as they've secured promotion with a top 2 finish here in the Division 2 playoffs. However, Expansion claiming that Division 2 crown, and also going to see who becomes the MVP of the season.